a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint is a two-part water-based epoxy that provides a decorative, tough and protective coating for floors and walls. It is resistant to oil, water, sulfur, solvents, chemicals and petrol, but is not recommended for periods of continuous immersion. a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint can be used to coat cement, masonry and asphalt surfaces. This makes it ideal for factories, warehouses, parking areas, retail spaces, dairies and milking parlours, and at home for the bathroom, garage and patio. Economical a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint is available in a variety of colours and can be overcoated with a maintenance coat at any time. All surfaces to be coated must be clean and free of dust, grease and oil, and must be mechanically sound, and holes must be filled with mortar. As long as there is no standing water, you can coat damp surfaces. In fact, very dry surfaces should be dampened to prevent too rapid absorption of the water in the coating. If you wish to mask the skirting, do so with masking tape beforehand. On very porous surfaces, dilute the mixed a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint with 10 to 15% of water. Apply and allow to dry for 5 hours. One litre of a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint will cover 8 to 10 square meters. That's as much as 50 square meters for a full pack. It has a pot life of between 60 and 90 minutes once mixed. For this reason, mix only as much as you will be able to use in 1 hour. Mix equal quantities of the base and activator, and stir for at least 5 minutes with a flat paddle. Or use a slow-speed electric drill of approximately 200 revs per minute, fitted with a paddle for more efficient mixing. If working outdoors, make sure that there is no chance of rain or the risk of overnight frost. If working in a confined space, ensure that there is adequate ventilation and use a respirator. Wet, mixed a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint is toxic, so use suitable protective clothing, gloves, eye protection and barrier cream. a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint may be applied with a pre-moistened good quality brush, or good quality short mohair roller, or an airless spray using a 500 micron nozzle. Ideally, the first coat should be applied with a brush left to right or up and down. Once any coat is touch dry, subsequent coats can be applied. If using a brush, go in the opposite direction to the previous coat. Where the surface is going to come into contact with oil, water, sulfur, solvents or petrol, an additional 2 coats of a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint must be applied. If the surface is going to be exposed to chemicals, 3 additional coats must be applied. If an overcoat is required for maintenance purposes, simply make sure that the surface is clean before applying a new coat. After completing the last coat, protect the area from traffic, moisture or spillage until it is fully cured, which normally takes 3 days. If you're interrupted briefly while applying a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint, immerse your brush or roller in water. When you have finished a coat, wash your equipment with soap and water. If you need any further information on a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint, please read the instructions on the package. Visit www.abe.co.za to download the detailed a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint 337 datasheet or phone the a.b.e. Technical Helpline. a.b.e. Tough Epoxy Paint, the easy-to-use 2-component water-based epoxy that provides a decorative and tough protective coating on walls and floors.